Hey guys, what's up? It's AB Trades here. We're going to be doing our daily stocks to watch out for video. So if you've never been on this YouTube channel, I'm AB Trades and I teach people how to day trade options. Almost every day we go over the stocks to watch for tomorrow based off earnings and based off things that we watch for. So if we're looking here, we always start off with SPY. It's the S&P 500 ETF. Why? Because it's one of the most liquid options tables around, and it also helps us give a general direction of what's happening in the rest of the market. So if you can see here, we've been waiting for SPY to hit this 280, 281 zone that we've been looking at here since last year, right? We knew that we would see some crucial resistance play in here at around 280, 281. This morning we gapped up into 280, 280, 50, and then we actually saw a quick push up. We saw some consolidation, and then we saw some move back down. So we're seeing this red candle here form at this 280, 281 level. So this is telling us here that we may be ensuing a potential pullback down to either around 276 area, 275, somewhere around here, just so that we can reset this trend. What's happening here is when you have a general downtrend, you downtrend, pull up, downtrend, pull up, downtrend, pull up, and then downtrend. Same thing when you're uptrend. You uptrend, you pull back. You uptrend, you pull back. You uptrend, you pull back, and you uptrend, you pull back. We haven't necessarily had a substantial pullback. You see here, this is an uptrend that we're looking at. Let's go back just a little bit further, maybe back to the 2-year frame. If you can see here, this is what an uptrend is, right? We have up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back, and then as we start to slowly have no pullbacks, then that's when we start to form this overextended mark, and then we have a pullback again. Not usually this massive, but you know what I'm saying here. We have to have a healthy move up. So far, this has been a great move up, but I wouldn't define it solely as healthy, as it has not been consistent of a long, decent pullback. Our pullbacks have only consisted of a few days and then a push up. Nothing really massive. So maybe that's what we're going to be looking at here at the 280 level. A nice pullback to show some room to make some more upside. Again, multiple interpretations are always here. One interpretation is that we're pulling back to around this area to fill in this zone to push up higher. Another interpretation is that we are actually forming a wedge here where we're getting weaker and weaker, and we're losing strength here, and we're going to break down to the downside like we saw back here, which would start the end, and this would be a correctionary phase of the previous bear phase, right? Because when you have a bear market, your correction is up. So we might be having this correction to the upside around 280 just to come back down. But again, my interpretation is that we have this 280 level here, so we're going to watch and see if it pulls back. If we pull back, then we're still in a long-term uptrend here, so we can still see some more room up. Again, if we get rejected at 280 and we start to break below these supports, then we're going to actually start trading puts. But again, guys, you trade every single day. You don't know what's going to happen. You just watch and go. So I'm going to quickly cover these stocks that people wanted me to cover. So if you want me to cover a stock, please click the first link below, which is our link to the free Discord room where we discuss stocks every day. So first one mentioned is KSU. KSU here. Again, I've never traded it, so I'm going to go here and look at the trade tab. It looks like our volume is super low, our open interest is super low, spread at 25 cents. Exactly what he said. The guy who posted this said, you may not like this, but I would appreciate it. And since he included the fact that he recognizes this is not a stock I would trade, he understands the value of open interest and volume. I will cover it. And if you look here, we had this gap up based off earnings, then we had this pull back to refill the gap, and then we're now pushing up. We're starting to show some resistance here at 112.71 area here. We may be looking for a reversal, but the thing is we've been holding this level here. If we were looking for a reversal, then we probably would have seen it already reversing back down to the downside. So we'll be watching for the low here, the low of today, and then we'll be watching for the high here. We're still starting to make these higher highs. The volume is starting to pick up some more. We may actually be seeing semi of like a consolidation period here with volume, and then see volume start to pick up. But again, we're going to watch these lows here and these highs, and if we can break above the highs with volume, we'll be seeing up. If we can break below these lows, we'll be seeing down. Pretty simple. Next stock mentioned is, let's see if I can find it out of all the ones mentioned. Let's see. Baidu. Baidu, I've traded this before, so I know the options is fairly liquid. Again, it looks like we have nothing really major coming in here. It just looks like we're having this support here that we started to fail through the support on earnings. So we may start to slowly actually sell off here, and we have some room back down to 155 because we broke this trend here and we're going down on volume. Next stock mentioned, Baba. It's Chinese stock, so we seem to be doing well with trade wars ensuing. Where it looks like we're above 180 here. This is going to be the supports to watch out for here on Baba. If you can see here, we found some support in this zone, and now we're pushing back up. We almost were like in a consolidationary triangle period here. Volume came in. We're starting to pick up here. We're going to be watching 180 as our support. If we drop 180, then we're going to fill this gap here. So you can see better. We're going to fill this gap here if we drop below 180. If we don't, then we're just going to see some room up to the upside. Next stock we're going to cover is Apple, AAPL. Apple here, again, we were watching this little range bound session that we're having here on Apple up to the upside. We were looking for some more momentum up based off SPY. SPY again gapped up, which led Apple to gap up as well, but then SPY decided to take a little trip to the downside here. So now that since SPY was pushing down, Apple, making up 2% of SPY and is highly affected by SPY, was actually showing some down move. Again, Apple was very strong relative to SPY today, so that's why we still got a green candle versus SPY with a red candle. However, we're still having some resistance here at this previous high, so we'll be watching to break above this high here, and then if not, we'll be looking to break below this low to fill in this gap that we had after / pre-market hours. Looking here on Tesla would be the next stock. Tesla having good news here. Let's go actually to the 15-minute to get a better look at this. If you can see here, we actually kind of like gap down here to around 282. This 280, 250 level here that we've been watching. Again, we kind of pushed up into this level. We couldn't hold above 300. We dropped below 300 and then we sold off. So again, this will be our next support here to watch out for. It's a major long-term support. I'm going to go up here on the 4-hour chart so just so we can see this after market hours action. So if you can see here, we're still forming these lower highs and we're forming these lower lows. Connecting these lower lows, we can see Tesla slowly start to sell off down to actually around the 266, 270 mark. And that would actually be a good place to get in long or short it down there. Again, we'll just be watching this level. If we break this level, we have room down to support this downtrend. If we don't break this level here, then we'll be looking for a reversal back up to 300. Next stock mentioned here is MU, AMD, and BAC. So going out to the daily here just to get a better look. MU, again, we're trying to gap up. We're having this pull back. This is more of like a retest period where we're trying to break above these consolidations. We broke above. Now we're going to retest these supports we broke from and hopefully break higher. If we don't break higher, then we'll be watching previous lows. AMD, again, we were having support at 25. We couldn't get above 25 fully as it was super overextended. We're trying to fill this gap here. This trend line is what's going to be in play tomorrow. Watch this trend line from here to here to here to here. We'll possibly see a bounce into this level tomorrow and then a push higher or a break under. After that, we have BAC, Bank of America. Again, it looks like we're also consolidating in the zone here between 29 and 29.5, 29.75 area. So watch this as a resistance. Again, we do have this long-term gap here that we do need to fill based off earnings. So if we can slowly start to sell off and fill that, or push higher, and just we'll see on Bank of America. STMP, that's going to be a hot stock. That's one of the stocks in play based on the huge gap down. If we look here on the 15-minute, it's definitely been a stock that has been day traded actively. But let's look at the trade tab here. So if we're looking here, it looks like we have good volume. Open interest is okay, and a 20-cent spread. Not the best, just because I don't like the open interest or the spread. So I'm going to skip that. PayPal and PYPL. We're looking here. Again, nothing too exciting here. Let's go out on the daily and see if we see anything long-term that's exciting. Nothing long-term. Feels like it's looking like it's trying to make new highs. Again, when you're making new highs, stocks watch whole number levels like 98, 99, 100, and then also the 50-cent levels as well. Y-Day. No idea what this is. Workday, never traded it. We're going to look at the trade tab real quick. We're going to go to all products and we're going to look. Decent volume, decent open interest, a huge spread. Not going to cover that. Next we have SPY, already did that. AMD, cover that. BA is also like PayPal, starting to make those new highs here. And those new highs that we're making, we're going to be watching for those hold number levels. 430 was the resistance here on this one. We may see a quick pullback and then a breakout higher, because again, uptrends are pullback, up higher, up, pullback, up, pullback, up, pullback to fill this gap here. If you can see this gap that we had, and then push higher. It's just my expectation on Boeing. Let's give it a sec to pull back. NVDA here, NVDA, we can see. Let's go out on the daily here just to get a better perspective. If you can see, again, we're trying to break above this high that we were talking about. Volume started to step up. It looks like we're retesting this level, or showing that we're going to have some more momentum to the downside, showing that we tried to make a higher high but just couldn't hold. So again, for NVIDIA, be looking to hold this trend line or looking to push higher. It looks like we got PGV. So PG first, PG being Procter & Gamble, huge company. Most likely we have the options volume we need. Decent spread. So looking at it, we're starting to make new highs again. Watch whole number levels. That's all I can really say about that. V next being Visa, is it? Or not? Look like the trade tab here. We're going to see if we can get some products up. I don't know why my internet decided to be slow right now. Visa, yes, it is Visa Visa Inc.com. Again, I know the trade tab's already good, but if you can see here, we're coming into resistance back that we're now above. So what we're looking at is a pullback to retest this 145.50 level that was from the previous highs, and then eventually, if we can support this zone here tomorrow, see eventually reach highs of 151.56. This almost looks like SPY here, but pushing higher. If we can, JCP, I assume this is JCPenney, into earnings. So it looks like we're long-term down. Be a safe short, but I don't know what earnings will look like. Kind of sad here that the Wi-Fi is not loading. Going on 12 minutes is not something fun you want to wait for in a video. So I won't look at the trade tab. Hopefully it's good. Again, we're out here. We're at around $1. I would say it's better just to trade these contracts outright than actually trade the options under it. But again, it looks like a long-term short. Nothing too exciting on that. CVS here, we're gapping down into this support zone that we were trying to find here. So now that we're into this support zone, our next bottom portion is 60.35, which we'll be looking at for support. If we can't find support there, then we'll break down lower. EA, which is going to be one of our other top hot plays that have been going on for just day traders in general. We're starting to see the sell-off back down to the support. We're starting to find some support here. If we can find some support here on this level, we'll break up. If we can't hold 92, then we'll break lower. Pretty simple right there. Roku here. This has also been another top stock that came up on our scanners today. I believe Roku came, or at least I saw it at one point up on the scanners. I really don't know why the Wi-Fi is like this. I swear it's usually amazing. JD, SQ also mentioned. Let's see if we can get those to load. JD came up, Square came up, and those are the other stocks. Let's see if we can cover it real quick. This would be SQ. Square, again, we're breaking out of this range, looking to test the high of 80. Let's see if we can get JD real quick. JD, not SJD. JD. It looks like here we're getting that push higher here. Out of this consolidationary phase, and it looks like we're coming down to retest this support before we break up higher. If we can hold 26, we'll be breaking higher. If we can't hold 26, we won't be. Again, long-term downtrend, probably a pop-up short into a long-term downtrend. And then let's see if we can get Roku here real quick before we close out. Roku here, a lot of volume coming in based off earnings. It looks like we actually filled this gap here. And our resistance that we're currently watching at is from here, which is at around 64.50. So we'll be watching that level here. See what's going to happen next. 64.50, 65.20. Actually, that's a downtrend. I didn't draw that straight. And then if we break below that level, then we'll be watching for this next level here at around $60 as well. Sorry, those lines weren't straight. All right, Tesla MSFT, MSFT. Looks like here we've been holding this trend line. We're bouncing up. Our next support is going to be on 110, 111. So let's see if we can find support there and then bounce up higher. And Hineto, again, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. He said, let us know when you go live. If you guys want live, please click on thumbs up and comment below. And I want to see how many people want me to go live. If y'all want me to go live, then at night instead of me recording these videos, I will go live. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.